Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a quick video to share what I believe is the best way to grow cucumbers on an aeroponic tower garden. So with cucumbers, you can have plants that get really viney and then they produce an amazing amount of fruit if you're growing in the soil and have a trellis space for them, and you get an amazing abundance of food. The problem with that kind of plant on a tower garden is we don't have trellis systems with these. We can put cages on our towers, which helps, but we don't have big arches or trellising systems unless you build one for your tower, which is always an option to grow those kind of things. And when you're growing that kind of food, it takes a while for it to produce all of those leaves and vines, and then it will start to heavily fruit. There is a trick to where you can get amazing cucumbers a lot faster and in a way that's a lot more manageable on an aeroponic tower garden, and that is using varieties that are just smaller, that have been bred to be smaller. So these are varieties that we call them pot cucumbers or bush cucumbers. Sometimes they're called container cucumbers, dwarf cucumber plants. You can look up all of those names, and I will put some links below to my favorite ones. When we grow varieties that are naturally smaller, then we don't have to worry about those huge trellising systems, and we also don't have to wait as long. A small pot variety or a small container cucumber is going to grow a pretty small vine. This one's attached to my wire down here. But this plant isn't very big at all. We're only about maybe 3 feet long. It's a very young plant, and it's already given me an abundance of cucumbers to harvest. So I've been eating off of this one, and we've been eating off of this one and a couple of other ones for about the last 6 weeks, and they grew super fast. They start to fruit very quickly, and they're just a lot more manageable. And the other thing with cucumbers is they are prone to diseases, and they kind of burn out. And when we're growing on a tower and we're trying to grow outside of the season, these are great to grow indoors as well. It's important that we are understanding that we may start our plant, harvest our food really quickly, and then we need to start that plant over again because this is going to burn out. It may get some disease a little bit quicker than something we're growing that's a huge vining cucumber in the soil gardens. If you're familiar with growing those, it's just a little bit different. This is a faster turnaround, and I know when I come over here and I start to get some disease or my plant starts to look unhealthy, I have another seedling ready to go to take its place. I have another plant that's almost fruiting. I try to keep them in a nice cycle where I have one that's aging out at the same time another one's starting to get to the point of producing amazing fruit, and then another one that's in the nursery, so that we always have cucumbers to eat. So that is my trick. If you're gonna grow these varieties indoors, they do need to be pollinated, but that's also another thing that's so great about these small varieties. You can pollinate them by hand very easily, and it's just a matter of taking a little child's paintbrush and going from the male flower to the female flower. And because these are small vines, it's easy to see the flowers. They have an abundance of flowers. Enjoy your harvest, turn your plants over quickly, and I hope this tip helps you to be able to grow an abundance of better than organic cucumbers all year long. See you guys on the next video.